Do you ever dream of studying abroad for free? Well, I'm doing it, and here is how. But it hasn't been all sunshine and beaches. But let me tell you what it's really like. I'm looking Monday by name, an international student, all the way from Nigeria, currently in Brazil, undergoing my master's degree on a fully funded scholarship. So I want to use this opportunity to share my personal experience, the good, the bad, and the in-between. So if you're thinking of studying abroad, keep watching. Guys, this scholarship is called Grupo de Cooperação de Internacional de Universidade Brasileiras, GCUB. How do I get to know about this scholarship? On this very fateful day, I was just going through some YouTube video and I come across a channel by Cherry by name. Cherry, Next with Cherry by name. So he was talking about this very scholarship, the GCUB scholarship, being offered by Brazil. So I was somewhat key into it. Initially I had a plan of going to different destinations to apply to various countries. I have put in application for US. I have done it by web evaluation. I have gone the extra mile to start the process of also migrating down to Australia through the permanent residency pathway. I have put in the necessary plan to begin the skills assessment. But as God has his way, this very fateful day, Cherry was explaining the entire process, how to apply for this very scholarship. And that is the reason why I want to also use this opportunity to also help people outside, because someone like Cherry helped me in coming down to Brazil. I want to also use this opportunity to also give out some information and help others that feels they want to use the same medium to come down to Brazil. I put in this application when the application was open. The application process then was in 2023. I think the application process started May, June, thereabout. So that is when I put in the application. I put in the application, write the necessary SOP because Cherry made emphasis on the essay, your CV, and your statement of purpose. So she made more emphasis on those key aspects. So I somehow catch those key points she was somehow giving out. So I said, no, I'm going to try this. I'm going to write what I need to write and put in the application. I put in the application, then I was searching for schools every day. I was searching for schools. I just want to go to US. I want to go to US. I want to go to Australia. So I was just searching for schools. So as God it has its way, I applied to the University of New Haven in USA. I got an admission in the University of New Haven in USA, and I got a scholarship, 40% scholarship. But then the tuition fee was about 24,000 US dollars, and I have a 40% scholarship. Then what I was looking for, because the University of New Haven have like two scholarships, one which is 40%, the other which is 70%. So I was beginning and looking for that of 70% because that I'll be paid also as a teaching assistant or research assistant. So I was just looking for ways to go. Eventually, I applied also to the University of Kansas. I got the admission to the University of Kansas, I got the admission, but there was no funding. I was also recommended for the PhD program. I would drop the email I got from the professor, from the program director, and when you look at the email I got from the program director saying highly recommended for the PhD program, I was somehow excited. I was somehow happy that yes, finally I've been recommended for the PhD program. Definitely funding will come because I've wrote so many cold emails to professor. Someone told me, yes, you can put in an application. I wrote so many. But this very fateful day, Cherry made it possible for me to come down to Brazil. Putting the application and all those process on it December, this very December 2023, this fateful night, I just said, let me go through my mail. And I saw a mail from GCUB, Grupo de Cooperação Internacional de Universidade Brasileira. I just saw this very mail, and I clicked on it. And guess what? I've gotten the scholarship. I started the visa process. Because the scholarship don't really cover everything. You're going to fund the trip to come down to Brazil. What the scholarship covers, it covers your stipends, the tuition fee, master's and PhD program here in Brazil is free of charge. So it's going to cover all aspects. At the end of the month, based on the master's degree student here in Nigeria, you'll be paid 2,100 Brazilian reais, while the PhD program you'll be paying 3,100 Brazilian reais. But other scholarships, you do pay more than that. So I started the process, put in the application for the visa process. In the next video, I will show you how I made the visa application process, the necessary documents I used to put in for the visa application process. This very day, I put in the visa application. I sent all the necessary documents to the embassy, and the visa has already been approved. So what I just need to do is just to send down the necessary documents to the embassy. In the next video, I will show you guys the necessary document I used in applying for the visa. I got this. The school sent the necessary application letters. I put everything. I sent it to the embassy, and I got my visa approved. I have my visa. What the problem is, how am I going to get down to Brazil? Some financial constraints and the likes, but eventually I got down to Brazil. That is where the story started. And that is the experience I want to share with you guys today. So guys, Brazil is a Portuguese-speaking country being colonized by Portugal. So every person here speaks Portuguese. The percentage of people that speak English is not much. So all the classes is on Portuguese. And guys, I don't know any word in Portuguese. And they will say in Portuguese, eu não sabe palavra no português. I don't know any word in Portuguese. I was somewhat dumbfounded. When I got to the airport, I was happy. Yes, I have moved away from my country to another country. I was a little bit happy. Yes, I've left my country to a new country. I was a little bit happy. From the very first day I stepped my feet into the airport, I met this very guy. The guy was just asking, where am I going? He was not speaking Portuguese. I was somewhat confused. As Naija will say, Naija boy no dey carry last. You know they carry last. So what I just do, I just somehow look for a way to maneuver my way. I was just reading the signs at the airport, just going where people were going through, just moving with them. Eventually got to my flight stand. I eventually got there. So the lady there, before then I met the guy. So I somehow tried to look at the guy to speak English. So I said, thank God I have someone that can speak English. So I somehow asked him, okay guy, this is where I'm heading to. He told me, no, my flight landed early, but I just need to wait. I just need to wait for the counter to open so I can book in to have my connecting flight to my city, which is Recife. So I stayed at the airport 8 o'clock. They started everything. 8:39 we left Recife. We left Sao Paulo to Recife. Coming down to Recife, a new culture, everything new, the language new, everybody new. And everything, the food, everything is just the same. There's no difference in the food. The rice, the beans, everything, as they would call it, arroz, feijão, carne de porco, everything is just the same. But the issue as an international student, and those people that intend coming down to Brazil, this is a fact. This is the fact about it. All the courses here in Brazil have been taught in Portuguese. So I was just somehow a little bit confused. You have seminar presentation to do. You need to write assignments. You need to present. And the irony of the fact is that half of the students, a little bit of them understand English, because the good part of Brazil is that every single individual here in Brazil, at least he knows about one or two languages. It may not be English, maybe German, Chinese, and the likes, but Brazilians, they are very good in trying to learn different culture, in trying to learn other languages. So I somehow met with some friends along the line. We did a little bit of English, but not that deep, but a little bit of English. So guys, for those of you guys that have Brazil or intend going to other countries that don't really speak your language, for me, I feel that you just need to know the basic of that language you're going to face, because that alone, you just need to be psychologically prepared, because that alone is a draining factor. It's a draining factor. It's good to learn other person's language. It's good to learn different languages, but you just need to be psychologically prepared. And once you're in scholarship, the moment you fail any course, automatically your scholarship will be withdrawn. You won't be able to have that stipend, because that is the irony, that is the fact. You just need to pass your courses. You just need to pass your courses, because the moment you fail any course, they'll just withdraw everything and you'll be stranded. You don't want that to happen to you. So that instance is alone is a draining factor. You just need to be prepared to face it, guys. Apart from it, the Brazilian government are ready to fund any research opportunity that has an impact to make the society a better place. They are ready to fund it. If it's the funding is there. They have so many research bodies, the likes of CAPI, the likes of FASAPI. They have so many of them that are into funding of postgraduate studies, the likes of masters, doctorate degree, postdoc degree. They have so many funding opportunities for international students. So coming down to Brazil as an international student that has a focus in the aspect of research, Brazil is a perfect place. But the major issue you're going to face, the fact about it, is that you just need to learn the language. You just need to learn the language, because the language is the basis. Is the basis of it. That is just the fact, guys. That is the fact. So that has been my whole experience. At times it will feel as if the whole world is crumbling down on me. But at times I just need to know I just need to keep on moving. And based on the Brazilians I have around, once in a while I somehow talk to them, somehow move around, just to move around, to feel at home. Because without that, psychologically you'll be drained. And when you are drained psychologically, you don't really have the strength to be able to cope with the academic life, because the academic life here in Brazil, people are saying Brazil is a third world country, but guys, to be honest, the academic life in Brazil is very research intensive. It's very research intensive. Every single day you're doing, it's not like Africa. It's not like Africa. You're making research from scratch. You're making research from scratch. You're not just copying and pasting, doing, no. You're making research from scratch. You are trying to solve a particular societal problem, because that is the whole essence. You're trying to solve a particular societal problem. That is just it, guys. So the academic year is very intensive. It's very intensive. So for me, guys, I say any of you that intend coming down to Brazil, like I said before, NextStep Cherry made it possible for me to come down to Brazil, and I feel that this is an opportunity for me also to also reach out to others that intend, that have that desire to move abroad. Initially, I have the plan to move, like I said earlier from the beginning of the story. but eventually God made it possible. I was here. So guys, if this video really helped you in one way or the other, just give it a thumbs up, give it a like, and share it with others that have that desire to move abroad. Maybe they have the desire to come down to Brazil or to another country. Just share it with others. Let this video get across to many persons out there. I will be bringing more videos on the necessary document I use in applying for the visa, the document, how to apply for the business, the various processes you need, how to pay everything. I'll bring everything in the next video. I'll show you guys how to begin the process. And when the scholarship will be open, hopefully this year, come June, July thereabout. So guys, I'll be dropping more videos on how you'll be able to put in an application, a successful scholarship application. So stay glued to the channel, guys. I remain blessed. And don't forget, guys, this has been my story in Brazil. So share it with others and learn from it, guys. Learn from it. Thank you very much, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.